actually.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I've been to I've been to Walter Reed and all that kind of stuff, but I was also at the Center for the Intrepid in San Antonio, where they it's for wounded warriors and all that kind of stuff, and they specialize in like prosthetics for these guys and all that kind of stuff. And basically that Center for the Intrepid in San Antonio, the prosthetics that they do are for soldiers that still want to live active lifestyles. And it's crazy, like, seeing, if you have a soldier that's missing a leg or something like that, like, these guys, they'll build them, like, 3 or 4 different prosthetic legs. They'll have, like, a walking leg, they'll have a running leg, they'll have a wet leg, for just a different kind of sports that they can do and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. How's
your boy, Hughes, getting ready for the Matt Serra deal? And that's, been built up. It was almost about a year and a half in the making because Matt Serra got hurt. I know that I don't have to ask you who you want to win, but has Matt been doing good on training?
You know what? Honestly, I haven't spoken with Matt now for quite some time. The last time I spoke to him was the event that was in Columbus, and he called me up. He let me know that he was going to be in Columbus, and so we had planned on getting together to eat something. But the funny thing is that my mom got sick that weekend, and I ended up that Friday night when I found out. I had an autograph session that I had to do Saturday morning, so I woke up Saturday morning, did my autograph session, and then I drove from Columbus back home to see my mom, and I didn't even get to make it to the fight or meet up with Matt that weekend or anything like that. You guys got heat? What?
I said you and Hughes aren't mad at each other or nothing, are you?
No. We were supposed to go eat that weekend.
Right.
And when my mom got sick, I ended up leaving and left Columbus, so I didn't actually have the time to see him before I left.
Because you guys were like 2 peas in a pod, man. You guys, were inseparable for the longest time, weren't you?
Yeah, the thing is, and I'll tell you what, I was kind of that way with Tim Sylvia, too. He and I were good friends, and not that we're not, but it's just, life in general, man.
You might want to get rid of that friend, man. He ain't doing so good.
Hey, listen, I don't base my friendships on performance.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just mad. I tell you, I love Tim Sylvia until I saw him at the nightclub, Brent, with his belt. I'm like, man, are you gonna have separation anxiety if you could just not wear that out one day, buddy?
It's not coming back.
What's he doing now, buddy?
There's a show coming up in Birmingham. I think it's in June, I believe. Maybe it is the 13th. I can't remember the date, but he's fighting Ray Mercer in a boxing match. Speaking of the heavyweight division, man, you think that we think about the Brock versus
Frank Mir.
Mir deal. I mean, I think Mir can get him this time.
I'll tell you what, I didn't believe that until I watched Mir's last fight with Nogueira, and he looked really, really good on his feet.
I know Mir got him last time, but I'm just saying, people think that nobody can beat, that Brock's a different person now, and since he beat Randy and stuff like that. I still think that, just like Rich said, I think it's Mir's fight. Don't you think, Rich?
I think, yeah. I mean, like I said, the way he looked in that last fight, he's definitely impressed me, and so I'm excited to see that.
And Frank's a high level of jiu-jitsu, high level of black belt in jiu-jitsu, and that's a skill set that Brock doesn't have yet.
Rich Franklin, the main event for 99. When is 99?
It is June 13th.
June 13th, which is the night that maybe his buddy's fighting in Birmingham. Anyway, you want to go to by the way, we had Dana on a couple weeks ago. Dana's the best.
Yeah,
he's the best. He just says it like it is. He doesn't give a crap. He's the best.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while either, actually. Yeah, he got in a little bit of trouble over his video blog. Did you guys get into that on the show?
Oh yeah, but I got into it on the side, and I thought that he got fucking railroaded. I thought that he should not have succumbed to the pressure. I thought he should have stayed true. I realize that it's corporate America, and he's got somebody else to answer to and stuff. But I didn't have a problem with what he said, and he said it was obviously taken out of context.
Yeah.
It was taken as like the way us guys say, man, quit being a fag. It was taken that way. He didn't mean anything disrespectful to gays, and I don't have any reason not to stick up or to stick up for him. It was just a guy. It was a guy thing, the way we talk sometimes, and it was taken way out of context, in my opinion.
Well, like he said before, that a lot of that stuff got amplified over that particular one, but if you were to listen to his blog all the time, he's like that all the time.
Yeah, he says it like it is. He's no nonsense, and I thought it was bullshit. It was special interest that were trying to that knows that Dana is very popular, and they would be able to get some mileage over fucking with him. That's exactly what it was, and they did. They got a little mileage out of fucking with him, but he took the high road and he diffused it quite quickly. But I didn't have a problem with what he said at all, in my opinion. Now, I got one name you got to remember. You got to remember this name. I say it to all my fighters. You got to remember this name. His name's Eric Grahalis.
How do you spell that last name?
Eric Grahalis. It's real weird.
It's like Graja.
Anyway, This kid,
LES.
Yeah, Grahalis. This kid, Rich Franklin, he is going to be the biggest stud ever to live. He's 18 years old. He was a 4-time Florida State champion at 135. His high school record was 245-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's never lost. He got invited to the Olympic trials at the age of 17 as a junior. He just signed. He's signed to be he's going to be a freshman, a redshirt. Well, no, he's going to be eligible freshman at University of Michigan, collegiate wrestling. And Rob Kahn has looked at him a little bit. It's like, man, if this guy gets into Rob Kahn says the wrestling portion of MMA is the harder of the one to learn. The instinctual wrestling background. Anybody can learn how to stand up and defend yourself. That's based, I'm not trying to be disrespectful for those who are stand-in strikers, but And this guy, then they have this thing called, I'm sure that Rich has heard of the Dapper Dan. Have you heard of the Dapper Dan before?
No, what's
the Dapper Dan, I guess Pennsylvania in high school wrestling is the end-all be-all. And every year they have this thing called the Dapper Dan, and it's where all the state champion Pennsylvania guys take on. It's basically Pennsylvania versus USA. So they find the best wrestlers outside of Pennsylvania, and that's one team. And then they take the best wrestlers within Pennsylvania, and they have a meet. Well, more often than not, Pennsylvania wins. Well, this guy, because they're just that damn good. Well, anyway, Eric Grahalis went up there as the Florida State champion and pinned a 3-time Pennsylvania State champion.
By the name of Dane Johnson.
Yeah. He's already looking for it. You're already looking for it.
Oh, man, I'm on top of this stuff, bro.
Anyway, this guy is interested in getting into MMA after he runs through the college deal and maybe the Olympics. And I'm telling you, this kid, I've watched this kid. This kid's got shit that you can't teach, man. I'm telling you. We need to get Rich Franklin to manage him.
Yeah, or get Rich Franklin to show him, what he needs to know about MMA. Because, see, it takes a lot of experience in the octagon, under the lights, to really know what they need to know.
And see, now, and Rich, this guy is like all about, he's not like being cocky. He's like, hey, listen, man, I need to train. I need to, get with a guy like, Rob Kahn or Rich Franklin. Maybe I'll get my ass kicked. I don't know. I'm going to try my best. So, he's not walking on in here. Hell, Brent, he gets embarrassed when I talk about him on the air. He doesn't like it. So I just wanted to throw that name out to you, for you to be looking for that name someday.
Yeah, it says that he finished his career at 218-0. That's just impressive.
Can you imagine? You participated in high school athletics. Can you imagine being 218-0, never losing? That's unreal.
It really is. In wrestling, high school wrestling, shoot-style wrestling.
How would you like to be the guy who have to wrestle that guy? You know that you're not going to fucking win.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you never know.
That's true.
Anything can happen. So
you're right.
At least that's the thought process I have in my head. Honestly, that's anything can happen on any given day. I've never gone in a fight believing I'm going to lose a fight.
And it shows because you show up ready to fight.
Yeah.
You show up every fight ready to fight. That's for sure.
But you do have to admit, Rich, if you're walking into a match and you're fighting a guy that was 218-0, you'd be a little freaked out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's a bit demoralizing. I will say that.
and the guy, the guy got invited to the Olympics as a 17-year-old, and he wrestled a guy like a 31-year-old in the finals. Anyway, Rich, I wanted to thank you for your donation for your thing today. I love talking to you, buddy. We love you, and anything you ever got going on, whether it's on or off the mat, man, we're here for you, bud.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And like I said, you guys need anything in the future, just let me know, man.
All right, Rich, good luck at 99, my friend, and when you win, let's have you on afterwards, okay?
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Thank you, Rich.
All right, bud. Talk to you soon.
Bye now.